What's up YouTube, Pilot 83 here with a ILS tutorial with Bredok's Boeing 737 MAX. We are a short distance away from our approach mode, our transition at Pensy. Just leveling us back off. We are about to get ready to drop this plane down. Remember, when you're doing ILS landings, you want to be 3,500 to 3,000 feet to catch the glide slope. So this will probably happen pretty quick. This is a very short flight, so as quick as we're getting up here, we're about to be brought right back down. So right now I got my indicated airspeed at 300, and they are dropping us like a bomb. Wow, what a drop. I'm going to hold at 2800 just because I do not trust. Yeah, like I said, I don't trust ATC on here. We're going to go ahead and start dropping our speed down. I'm going to go ahead and start dropping her down, say 190. Go ahead and change my range here, say 40 miles out. Remember guys, you have to be in approach mode or map mode to be able to see your localizer and approach magenta diamonds. For when we're coming in for our ILS approach, remember you have to have a flight plan set up for a ILS runway also as well for this to work. So right now we are bringing all that on down. Don't know what's going on there. Why we're not dropping? Come on. There you go. About time.
Pilot 83 Whiskey Tango 083 Heavy, please expedite your descent 1,800 feet.
We'll do 25. Boom. We're going to do a little vertical speed here to get us down because they're trying to drop us like crazy. So we'll go ahead and do that. Really get us dropping down here guys, just to make sure that we catch this. This isn't something you usually would have to do, but can't really trust ATC too much on here. I was hoping with the recent update that they would have brought us in a much smoother approach and not drop us almost 10,000 feet within a few miles. So we're now dropping. We're going to go ahead and turn on our landing lights because we are below 10,000 feet. I'm going to put down my first degree of flaps here.
American 2289er, contact Atlanta Center on 118.55.
Next, we're going to put down second degree of flaps here. We can watch our little green arrows here, showing our level of flaps we should be at with our speed. We said we got 3 coming in, so go 3 down.
American 2289er.
I'm going to go ahead and slow her down some more. Let's go ahead and we're going to bring her down to 160.
UPS 13 5 Jacksonville Center altimeter 29.92 continue as planned.
Alright. Then over there it shows the 5. So we're actually at 5, so we're doing good. So you can go off this here, so you'll see the 5, and then at the speed, once we get down there to around 160, we should have these flaps over here down to the 10 mark right there. Not sure what's going on with my mouse here. There we go. All right. So then, yeah, we'll hit flaps down to 10 there. So still steadily dropping. I think we're looking okay here. I'm gonna go ahead and drop our speed some more because we're coming in a little hot because of the sudden drop. I think 140 is about the speed that we should land this plane at. Go ahead and put in a little air brake here. Help slow us on down. Just to help with this quick descent.
6 Pilot 83 Whiskey Tango 08 Tree Heavy. Pensacola approach Pilot 83 Whiskey Tango 08 Tree Heavy is at 6,700 feet, descending 1,800 feet.
I'm actually going to put this at 2,800. Go ahead and put down to 10 degrees of flaps. My air brake back up. Alright, I think we're getting ourselves pretty good looking now. I think we're going to be great. Alright, so like I said, you want to make sure that this is an approach or a map mode to be able to see your magenta diamonds for your ILS. You got to make sure you have a IFR flight plan set up, either done from inside the FMC here or in the world map before. Make sure you have a ILS runway chosen. We want to make sure we have flight director on. And as we're coming into land, once we do catch our glide slope, we want to make sure that we disengage our autopilot and our auto thrust. And by the way, guys, I was wrong yesterday. The disengage button is working on here. One of those things where I'm just having to get a more simpler mouse. I got too many buttons on my mouse, and it's a odd button on my mouse. So some planes will all react with the right clicker and left clicker. Then in some planes, it's like 3 different buttons react to different things. It's just weird. I have to just go to a more simpler mouse. Alright guys, so you can see our first magenta diamond down there. Alright, and when she's right there in the middle, we will go ahead and hit localizer. And then when this one comes down, we will hit approach. Let's slow us down some more here. Right before we hit this transition. Alright. Some more flaps. Get her down to 140. Alright. So we're going to watch this magenta diamond right here, and as soon as she's lined up there in the middle, we're going to click lock for localizer. Then when this one comes down, we are going to hit approach to lock it. We're below 3,000. Go ahead and put down landing gear. Coming off to our 2,800 feet. Don't need 2,500. Don't need that no more. Alright, plane's trying to level us back off. We're about to start banking to the left. Headed straight into Pensacola. Alright, everything is looking good. we're not going to come in that low.
83 Whiskey Tango 08 Tree Heavy, descend and maintain 2,600 feet.
See, they're all over the place, guys.
Descend and maintain 2,600 feet. Pilot 83 Whiskey Tango 08
We'll
Tree
give them
Heavy.
2,600. And what happened to my ATC? My ATC went offline. Azure. All right, guys. So now you see both our localizer and our approach. Here comes our localizer. So we're gonna get ready to lock that once she's in the middle, lined up there. We got our landing gear already down. All right, got localizer on. Go ahead and turn this up to 3. All right. So now we should be lining back up with our localizer diamond. Now we're just waiting on our magenta diamond for our approach to come down, and we will hit approach. But yeah, you don't have to hit any LS or anything fancy to get these diamonds to pop up like the A320. Like I said, just got to be in approach or map mode. It's usually always in approach by default. Pensacola is straight ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and go down to full flaps now. We're just waiting for our final magenta diamond to come in to fully capture our glide slope. And she's slowly moving, so. And when she gets there, we'll hit approach. And then usually I'll hold it to we're about minimums, which you should let go usually further before that, but it's all up to you. This is a sim, but once I'm right about minimums, I'll disengage autopilot and auto thrust. You want to be sure that you disengage both of those, or you are going to overshoot your runway. So you look out there in the distance, you can see Pensacola runway, barely see it. We go ahead and make sure, we get arm our speed brake just in case.
Pilot 83 Whiskey Tango 08 Tree Heavy, you are 14 miles north of Pensacola. Contact Pensacola Tower on 119.9 when inbound on the approach.
I'm gonna land at 140.
Tower on 119.9, Pilot 83 Whiskey Tango 08 Tree Heavy. Pensacola Tower, Pilot 83 Whiskey Tango 08 Tree Heavy, 13 miles north inbound ILS runway 17 approach. Pilot 83 Whiskey Tango.
I hate when Azure goes offline. It's like two robots talking to each other. So you see, runaway straight ahead.
Runway 17 approach, Pilot 83 Whiskey Tango 08 Tree Heavy.
We're still waiting. Good thing is we are under the diamond. That's where we want to be. We don't want to be above it. Closer we get to it, because it's shooting up at an angle, it'll start to come down. There we go. Going to start to see movement, so it's at this point where we want to get prepared to hit our approach. I'm going to land at 140. I don't know off the top of my head the exact speed that this plane lands at in real life. I'm going to assume it's around 140, maybe 135, because I know roll is at 140 for this plane for takeoff. But just to be safe, I'm going to stay at 140. 140 seems to work well. Just a little recap, be sure you have your brakes, auto brakes set. If you're letting it a short runaway, be sure you have your reverse thrusters ready to go. Be sure to kill your idle. Alright, she's coming in, y'all. We're about to capture the approach. Captured. Alright, we have now captured our ILS. The plane is now going to start doing her thing.
2500.
We're going to sit back and let her. We're going to monitor what she's doing just in case we drift off, or, you know, a lot of weird things can happen in this sim. We seem okay at the moment. If we have to disengage earlier, we will. I'm going to go ahead and have my throttles down, almost down to idle. So as soon as I disengage autopilot and auto thrust, when I move them down a little distance, it's going to throw them into idle. Some people call it snapping the idles.
Cleared to land runway 17 pilot 83 Whiskey Tango 08
But
tree
it's just making sure that I don't forget to have my thrusters down when I cut it. I'm actually really surprised with all the bugs in this plane how smooth we're actually coming in right now and holding a good pattern. Most people usually, from what I see in real life, usually disconnect around right here. I like to get in a little closer if I'm doing ILS. So you'll get ready to hit this off, your autopilot off, and hit your auto throttle off. I'm going to be pushing those on my actual quadrant with buttons I have assigned to. Actually, I'll do it on the mouse just to show y'all better. Disengage, autopilot, disengage,
200.
auto throttle, kill idles,
100.
idle the plane,
50. 40. 30.
flare.
20.
This plane flares way too easy, by the way.
10.
Brakes. Reverse thrusters.
Pilot 83 Whiskey Tango 08 tree heavy, exit runway when able.
You have now completed your ILS landing. Just like that, guys. It was actually a lot easier in this plane than I expected it to be. This actually was my first attempt of doing a ILS landing in this plane. So if I can do it on first attempt, I know you guys can. Well, anyway, guys, I'm Pilot 83. I hope y'all enjoy this flight. Until next time, happy flying. I'll see you guys in the air. Peace. If you made it this far, thank you so much. If you like this video and you feel like I earned your subscription, please hit that subscribe button and that like button so you don't miss out. Until next time, guys, see you in the air.